So let's continue with this one. So this time we're going to do when a is bigger than 1, we're going to use the slide and divide method. I'm going to show you several methods, but first let's go with what we call slide and divide. And then you're going to decide if you like it, if you want to use it. If not, you're going to see the next one. If you're going to like it, you go for it. So remember, it's supposed to be x squared, ax squared plus bx plus c. Now we're dealing with when this a is greater than 1. As you can see, as opposed to being 1 is 3. As opposed to be 1 is 2. As opposed to be 1 is 3. So we're dealing with a when it's greater than 1. How do you solve it? Well, the first method we're going to look into is called slide and divide. Slide means you take that 8 number, you're going to slide it all the way over here. So that means you're going to multiply that. So when you slide it over, so you're going to have p squared minus 2p. That hasn't changed, but 3 times a 5, when you move it on the other side, it becomes negative 15. Right? Look at number 2. You take that, you slide the 2 over, right? So you still have your n squared plus your 3n. But instead of saying minus 9, it's actually the 2 times negative 9, which give you negative 18. All right, same thing here. You're going to move that 3 over, slide the 3 over. So you have your n squared minus 8n, but 3 times, it's supposed to writing 4. 3 times 4 should be plus 12. You with me? All right, let's go back here. So now it goes back to the way I did it earlier with y'all. So, all right, so you're going to set up your 2 parentheses. Okay, because that's a negative right there, you know already you're going to have a plus and a minus. And we're dealing with the letter P, P. Okay, so now our number is negative 15, right? Sum here. And the sum has to equal to the middle number, which is negative 2. All right, what 2 numbers, when you multiply, give you negative 15. If you add them, you get negative 2. On top of my head, I can quickly say, all right, what about 5 times 3, but let's put a negative right here. Negative 5 times 3, because if that would give me negative 15. And if I add those, I get negative 2. So this definitely matches to that. So here's my number. The 5 goes right here, and the 3 goes on the other side right here. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do, remember we decided to move the 3 over, right? So since we decided to move this 3 over, right, that 3 comes back in play by saying you're bringing it down, but you're writing it here, divide that by 3, divide that by 3, right? So let's finish this thing. So P, 3 divided by 3 can be simplified to 1. But this one, the next one, if you notice, you cannot simplify 5 divided by 3. Since you cannot simplify it, you can just multiply. It would be 3p minus 5. And this is the answer right there. Okay, so let's do the next one. All right, so with this, we already, we moved the 2 over. So now we have negative 18. All right, let's set up my 2 parentheses, okay? So this is negative right there. Therefore, we have a plus right here. We have a minus right there. We did it with an n at the end. All right, so now our number is negative 18. Sum, and the sum needs to be the 3, right? All right, so what 2 numbers, if I multiply, would give me 3? I can think of 6 and 3 on top of my head. 6 and 3, got it. So 6 times negative 3. Yeah, that gives me negative 18. If I add those, that would give me positive 3. Yeah, so I could put those numbers in. 6. Right. All right, let me do that different way, like, because I need that space right there. So the 6 goes with the positive, boom, and the 3 goes with the negative. Got it. All right, now, if you remember, we had to move the 2 over. That 2 is not gone. You just bring it out down here, the 2 and the 2. And when you're writing your final answer, if it can be reduced, then do it. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Done deal over there. 3 divided by 2, I don't want a decimal. I don't want you to write it in decimal, right? So that cannot be written. I don't want you to write it to decimal, so it can be reduced at all. So what you're going to do is multiply. So it'll be 2n minus 3. All right, let's do our last one here. All right, so with this here, because this is a plus, all right, come on, mouse. All right here. You should have a plus. Oh, no, not a plus. Let's go back. Because this is a plus, you should have this sign goes down right here. Remember that? I talked about that in the last video. Minus, then at the end, at the end. All right, now that we take that 12, we're going to see what multiplied together to give me 12, but when I add them, it give me negative 8. All right, on top of my head, I can think of 6 and 2. Okay, and then 6 times 2 gives me 12. And if you add those together, it gives you, oh, that wouldn't work. That would give me 8, but not negative 8. So check this out. What if you made it negative 6 times negative 2? That's negative times negative is positive, so you get 12. And then when you add those two negative numbers, you get negative 8. Yeah, you would work. So now you just put those numbers at 6 and the 2. All right, we're not done yet. So now, remember the 3 that we moved over? So you take that 3, all right, you put it over here, and you put that over here. All right, so the final answer is 6 divided by 3 can be, it definitely can be reduced to 2. Perfect. And then this one right here, it cannot be reduced, so I have to multiply, so I have 3n minus 2, and you're done. All right, great. You got this. You do the next one on your own.